Hi everybody, this is Tammy, and I wanted to do a video for you guys today to answer a question that is often asked of me, which is how am I able to feed all 6 of us, my 4 children, my husband and I, and sometimes even my brother-in-law, 7 people on a budget of $150. Now let me clarify just to make sure people understand what I'm talking about. Generally, depending on the month, it may not always be 150, but I am able to feed a family of 7 people on $150 a month grocery shopping. And I'm going to explain to you today how that is, okay? Excuse my phone. I'm trying to figure out a way to hold it. So what I have done is I have discovered one thing for us is that one of the major reasons why we would in times past spend so much money on groceries is because we would have been buying processed foods. And what do I mean by processed foods? You probably already know, but just to show you, we would buy a lot of prepackaged food. And in prepackaged food, there are a lot of additives, preservatives, unhealthy things in there. And so, but they normally are cheaper than live, real food. And so, of course, you want to be able to feed your family, but those things aren't necessarily the healthiest. I'll give you an example for us. Normally I would buy a lot of prepackaged foods like these Morningstar sausages, which I love the maple flavor. But what I discovered about that, for one, is that they're really not that healthy for you. They are a meat alternative, which, you know, we're always striving for something better, right? So don't go into your deep freezer and throw away all your stuff. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but it's a step-by-step process. And so for us, and I bought these, you know, normally when I buy stuff, I buy it in bulk or I buy it when it's on sale because I'm all about saving $1. But so we have these in our deep freezer. But I would spend money on those, and these are like $6 a pack and maybe more expensive in some places. And so, you know, I had to discover a way to get past that because I like those. I love the way they taste. So I actually had to figure out a recipe for making my own, and I did. And I'll be sharing that with you guys at a later date. But so yeah, so instead of spending $6 on this one package that only has 6 in it, hello Morningstar, you might want to think about changing that, okay? Because that's not a really good deal. 6 sausages is like pretty much you're paying $1 a sausage. No. So I figured out a way to make my own. And so the money that I would have spent on buying this processed food, I take it and I go buy the things that I could use to make it more and more and more, several times over. For example, to make your own sausage, what you need is oatmeal. Oatmeal. Oatmeal is one of the staples that I keep in my house because I use it for so much stuff. Not just for oatmeal like you do in the morning that grandma likes to make for us. My grandmother used to make oatmeal for me and I love it. But oatmeal can be used for savory foods as well. It is one of those foods that you can do so much with. So I make burgers with oatmeal. I make sausages with oatmeal. I make all kinds of stuff with oatmeal. So go get you some oatmeal, okay? And it's good for you. And also, in order to make your own sausages, I use nuts. These are pecans, and I buy my nuts in bulk, and I keep all of my nuts in the freezer. I'll show you some I have here. These are my almonds. Keep them in the freezer. I make almond milk with my almonds, and I'm gonna tell you something. Milk is not cheap, okay? Buying one of these little things is like $5, okay? So my kids run through milk like water. So in order for me to save money, I figured I'll make my own almond milk. And I do. I save that container. I'm so cheap. I save that container and I use that container to make my own milk. I blanch my almonds and I soak them. A little trick that I was told about is soaking your nuts overnight. It gets them softer and easier to process. And I take my Vitamix. I love Vitamix, and I make my almond milk with that. Vitamixes are good. I'm sure there's other brands out there that are good, but I make my almond milk with my Vitamix because it really gets it nice and creamy and gets the chunks and all that stuff out. So it's just like regular milk. Another thing that I keep in bulk. So anyway, I was telling you about the sausages. So there's so many different things that you keep. I can use these and make many sausages, okay? More than these 6 that come in this one little pack. And this oatmeal goes a long way too. I buy my oatmeal in bulk as well. Another thing that I buy in bulk are all kinds of nuts. I buy cashews in bulk because cashews, you can do a lot with them. I make gravies with cashews. I make soup with cashews. I make cheese with cashews. I make all kinds of stuff with cashews. Okay. So I keep those in the freezer and they are transitional for me, like my transitional foods. Another thing that I have and we purchase are this big old 20-pound bag of rice. That rice lasts us as a family of 6 or 7 for quite some time. I would say maybe a few months sometimes. It depends. And they also have brown rice. I get this from Sam's Club. I think I do, yeah. And it's a 20-pound bag. It's like, I think, $18 I got it for. And it lasts us for a while. Now, this is white basmati rice, but I also mix my rices. One, because I know that just eating white rice isn't necessarily the best thing for us. I'm not against it, okay? But I mix my rice with brown rice, black rice, brown pearl rice, just to give it a little bit more nutrients, a little bit of, you know, something different in it. And again, just trying to do some things to make it a little bit better. But I am not a brown rice lover. That's the other reason why I mix it, because me and brown rice, like, it's better for us, but I need something else. Just something. Pray for me. So have that. Sunflower seeds. You can do so much with some. I make dressing out of sunflower seeds, salad dressing. I'll talk to you about that another day. And let's see, what else do I have in bulk? Those are just some staples that I keep because you can do a lot of different things with that. I also, and this is my little pantry, it's so messy. Oh my goodness, I gotta organize it again. I keep things like gluten flour, and I know that there are some people who have like allergic reactions and things to gluten, and so I get it. But I use this to make my fake veggie meat, okay? Because the other veggie meats are not only expensive, but they really are just not good for you. They're canned or have a lot of chemicals and stuff in it, and so it's just like, it's, you know, why not just save that money and take the time and try to make your own? So, those are just a few things. Mainly the issue, or not the issue, but mainly the goal is this. The goal for me when I go grocery shopping is that I want to have things on hand that can supplement or help me make what I want to make for my family as far as a hearty meal. The things that I want to spend money on a regular basis, like every week, are produce such as vegetables and fruit. We are blessed to be able to live near a farmer's market everywhere and also have a Randazzo's. Oh, if you live in Michigan, anywhere in the metro area, that is a blessing. It is because of places like that, really honestly, that a lot of people are able to afford fruits and vegetables. And so I'm able to go there sometimes and buy cases of tomatoes that they disregard because they're bruised or something like that for like $2 a box. And I make my own tomato sauce. Good. And other things, onions and mushrooms, all kinds of stuff like that. So that's the goal. The goal is you just want to try to do something better, and you want to try to get to the point where you're making your food and you're not buying your food as far as processed food. Once you get to that point, you will look and notice that you are saving so much money. We're saving trash. Like literally, we were laughing one day because it was like we didn't have any trash. Why? Because we didn't really have anything to throw away. We were making all of our food. So for those of you who are like into saving the earth, you know, maybe you might like, you know, doing that. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, and I'm going to be doing some videos that are going to be talking to you guys about how to make some of these dishes. Tofu, keep tofu in your refrigerator. I keep it in my freezer. Tofu is such a transitional food. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. I'm going to show you guys how to make some bacon, okay? Some mean bacon. You see that not food, right there. Okay, there it is, right there. That is my dehydrated, not mine, my brother-in-law's, but I cleaned it. And I make bacon with that thing, okay? That thing is such a blessing. That thing is like awesome. And the bacon recipe is so good, guys. You won't even miss, let me not even lie. You may miss it, but it's not good for you. And so I can give you a nice alternative that tastes good, okay? And Yeah, so I'm going to be taking you guys shopping with me one day too, to show you some of the places that I go. I'm always looking for a deal. And so when I find deals, I'll let you know about it. If you live anywhere near around me, I'll tell you where to go find them. Um, and yeah, so hopefully that was helpful on how you can save on your grocery bill. I know we may have a big family and it's just like, oh my goodness, how do you feed all these people? It is possible and you can do it. And so we're going to work together, y'all. Okay. And yeah, so I look forward to putting up some more videos and showing you guys some stuff. If you have any questions or if you have some ways that you want to share about how you save money and how you're able to feed a big old family. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. And remember, you're loved. Mwah.